Hello there and welcome back to Max World. This is Sachin sir, and in today's lecture again we will continue with the division of the polynomial 10.2 question number 6 and 7. And keep it in mind, these questions are very important considering the different mathematical concepts. So here we go with the sixth question on the board, and as usual we have to see two conditions. Which are those? Any guesses? Yes, the very first one is, are the terms arranged in the descending order considering the power? Okay, and second condition is, yes, of course, is there any missing term, again considering the power? And if question satisfy these two conditions, then we can proceed further with the division. So if you observe the dividend and divisor, yes, the terms are arranged in the descending order and no term is missing considering their power. So here we go with the division, where a cube minus 2 will be written outside being a divisor and dividend is inside the division structure. Then first step is observe the first term of the dividend and the divisor, right? So we have a cube as a first term in the divisor, a raised to 4 as a first term in the dividend. So both the terms have same coefficient, that is 1. So of course we will use 1 ones are 1, whether you write it or not, it doesn't matter. Now check the difference of the power. We have a cube in the divisor, we have a raised to 4 in the dividend. So how many a is extra in the dividend? Yes, 1a is extra. So what we are going to do, we will write that 1a or only a in the quotient, right? The way you are looking on the screen. After this, that a and a cube minus 2 will multiply each other. Of course, fountain method, according to which a cube into a will give you the result a raised to 4 and a into minus 2 will give you the result minus 2a. Now these two terms, a raised to 4 and minus 2a, will be written in the subtraction form, right? But how to write? Like terms must be below one another, right? So we have a raised to 4 as a first term, so write below a raised to 4. After that we have minus 2a, so write that minus 2a below minus a. Okay, after that change of sign will take place due to subtraction. So we have negative sign for the a raised to 4 and positive sign for 2a, right? After this, say bye bye to a raised to 4 because they have opposite sign, and if you consider minus a and positive 2a, we are left with positive a, and rest of the sum will be continued down below, right? So in the remainder part, what we have first term as negative a raised to 3. So very first step, to give negative sign in the quotient. After that, check the first term of the divisor and the first term in the remainder. What we have? A cube and a cube. So as both the terms are equal, yes, we are going to use ones-a, right? The moment you write that 1 in the quotient, next step becomes the multiplication of that quotient and the divisor. That is a cube minus 2 into minus 1. That minus sign should be continued or should be taken along with that 1. So what we get? We get negative a cube according to fountain method and negative 1 into minus 2. What we have? Yes, positive 2. Again these two terms will go in the subtraction form. Write like terms below one another. So a cube below a cube, and being constant, 2 is the constant because it does not have any variable presently over here. So what we are going to do? Write it below 1, right? Change of sign, a cube will be in positive afterwards and 2 will get negative sign. As a result, say bye bye to a cube because it will cancel out each other, and then remaining terms are a square plus a, and the answer of that subtraction plus 1 negative 2 is minus 1. Now check the first term of the remainder. What we have? We have a square, right? What is the first term in the divisor? We have a cube. As the power is less, right? Power is less, so we have to end that division, and that's it. We have our quotient and remainder with us. The quotient is a minus 1 and the remainder is a square plus a minus 1. Here we go with the question number 7 on the board, which is very important. The way I told you, it consists many of mathematical concepts. So very first step, as usual, what we do? We have to observe the dividend and divisor for these two conditions, right? Which is the first condition? Are the terms in the divisor and the dividend arranged in the descending order considering their power? And second is same one, what is there any missing power? Considering first step, the terms are, yes, they are arranged in the descending order, right? the way you are looking on the screen. But if you observe it for the second condition, there is one missing term. Which one is that? Yes, of course, x square is missing, right? So what are we going to do? We are going to input that x square along with 0 as its coefficient, right? So here we go on the screen, and there is the new question now, not new, modified question on the board, right? To be divided by 4x minus 1. Here we go with the new question, and we can start our division now. So 4x minus 1 will be written outside, being a divisor, right? And dividend is there inside. What we are going to do, as usual, again, the first term of the divisor and the first term of the dividend, we have same coefficient, right? 4 and 4. So which number will be utilized? Yes, 4 ones are 4. So 1 will be there. Whether you write it or not doesn't matter, right? So check the difference of the power between the variable. We have x and we have x raised to 4. So how many x are extra in dividend? There is difference of 3. So we can say x cube can be written in the question. That x cube and 4x minus 1 will multiply each other. As a result, what we have? Of course, we have to carry out the multiplication by Fountain method. X cube will multiply with 4x, and again x cube will multiply that minus 1. So as a result, we have 4x raised to 4, and then we have negative x cube. These two numbers again will be utilized in the subtraction, the way you are looking on the board. And don't forget to change the sign of these numbers. What care we must take? These numbers must be written below their like term. Okay. After this, that 4x raised to 4 will cancel out each other. Say bye bye to it. And after that, we have 5x cube plus 1x cube, and 5x cube is in negative. Okay. So what can be done? We have to do subtraction as per the rules of integers, and then bigger number sign must be given. So bigger number sign is negative, and 5 minus 1 answer is 4. So we have negative 4x cube as the answer, and remaining terms will be written as it is. So what can we observe now on the board? We have first term as minus 4x cube, and there we have 4x in the divisor. Okay. So as both the coefficients are same, what we can do? We have to take ones. But before that, as 4x cube is in negative, don't forget to give negative sign in the question. And after that, check the difference of the variable as per their power. We have x raised to 1 in the divisor. We have x cube in the dividend. What can be done? Yes, difference of x square. So x square will be written in the question, and that x square will multiply 4x minus 1. And consider that negative sign also without fail. What can be done now? So minus x square will multiply 4x, that gives the result negative 4x cube, minus x square and minus 1 in the multiplication. What we get? Yes, positive x square. Then these two numbers will be written in the subtraction. Don't forget to change the sign. Terms must be written below their like term. After that, sayonara to 4x cube, and we are left with negative 1x square minus 7x plus 1, as you can observe on the board. And we are at the crucial point. Okay, so what we have over here again in the remainder part, negative 1x square. So that negative sign must be given first of all in the quotient. After this, do we have 1 in the table of 4? No. Then what can be done? So here onwards, my dears, keep it in mind, if you come across with such a coefficient which is not present in the table of divisor, like presently over here we have 4 as a divisor, and its table we are utilizing each time, but in the dividend part we get 1 which is not present in the table of 4. So at this point, what we are going to do, we just have to write in a fraction form. What? That coefficient of the term, that is 1, will be divided by 4. That makes it 1 upon 4. क्या बताना है मुझे? अगर हम किसी ऐसे टर्म के पास आते हैं जिसका कोएफिशिएंट डिवाइजर के कोएफिशिएंट से डिवाइड नहीं होगा या उसकी टेबल में प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो क्या करना है मुझे? वो 1 एज इट इज, एंड जो डिवाइजर का 4 है कोएफिशिएंट वाला, उसको उसके डिनोमिनेटर में लिख देना है. बस क्या होगा फिर? वो 1 upon 4. बस इतना ही, सिंपल. आफ्टर दिस व्हाट विल हैपन? That 1 upon 4, check the difference of the variable now. We have x in the divisor, we have x square over here. So single x is remaining. So that single x must be written in the quotient, and that makes it 1 upon 4x or x upon 4 you can write. Okay. and that minus sign is of course surely there. The next step is what? So that 1 upon 4x, x in the multiplication, or x upon 4 will multiply what? 4x minus 1, as we are following the other steps. What can be done? Again, same method. Which one? Fountain method. So 4x into negative x upon 4. According to the rule, whenever you multiply number into number, I mean to say numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator, according to which 4x into x, that will give you the answer minus 4x square, the way you are looking on the screen, and that 4 and the 4 in the denominator will cancel out each other. As a result, what we get x square only. Yes, and that is what we were in search of, right? Or we need it, correct? And negative sign, of course, because negative in the multiplication we have negative with x upon 4. Then that negative x upon 4 will multiply with that minus 1. As a result, what we are going to get? Again minus x upon 4. Any number multiplied by 1, answer comes same number. Okay, so what we have now, that answer of the multiplication will be utilized in the subtraction. As a result, your first term, that is x square upon x square, after changing the sign, will cancel out each other, right? What we have now as a second, in the second operation, we have negative 7x subtracted again from separated by x upon 4. So we have normal number, that is 7 in negative, and we have again fraction, that is 1 upon 4. So how to carry out this addition or subtraction? For this, observe this now. So we have minus 1 upon 4 on the screen, right, which will be subtracted from minus 7, correct? One is fraction, one is normal number. Whenever you come across with such condition, very first step, for a normal number, consider 1 as a denominator. That makes now 2 fraction with us, right? 1 upon 4 and 7 upon 1. Of course, both have negative sign, and we have to do thumb dance. This is 1 upon 4, this is 7 upon 1. What we are going to do now? This 1 into 1, 4 into 7, and then 4 into 1. This is the method, can be termed as LCM method. We are finding the LCM by making the denominator equal. Okay, so what we are going to do? Again, 1 into 1, 4 into 7, and then 4 into 1, the way you are looking on the screen, along with the negative signs as the terms have. Then what to do? Of course, carry out the operation. What we get? Minus 1 minus 28 upon 4. Yes, and now in the numerator, if you observe what we have, minus 4 minus 28. What operation can be done? Yes, addition and the bigger number sign. What do we get the answer? Negative 29 upon 4, and this should be the answer of our addition there, right? The way you are looking on the screen. So what we get? 0 is already there, and then we got minus 29. Of course, that x is always there. Do not forget that part, right? Because 7 is also with x and 1 upon 4 is also with x, right? So minus 29x upon 4 is our answer. Then plus 1 will be taken down, and what we have in the remainder? We have negative 29x upon 4 plus 1. Yes, the division is not yet finished, right? Now what to do? Again, the way I told you. Observe the first term. We have minus 29x upon 4 as the first term, and first term of the divisor we have 4x. What to do? Observe the numbers. Again, do we have 29 upon 4 in the table of 4? What to do? Yes, the way I told you in previous step. Copy the same number, that is 29 upon 4, and that number will be divided by 4 again, the 4 from divisor. Okay, so 29 upon 4 divided by 4. This should be the procedure to get the correct answer. Okay, क्या कहा मैंने? अगर टर्म का पहला कोएफिशिएंट डिवाइजर के कोएफिशिएंट की टेबल में नहीं आता है तो व्हाट टू डू? क्या करना पड़ेगा? उस कोएफिशिएंट को कॉपी कर लो और उस कोएफिशिएंट को डिवाइड करो 4 से, या फिर उस कोएफिशिएंट के डिनोमिनेटर में क्या करना है मुझे? वो डिवाइजर का जो कोएफिशिएंट है उसे कॉपी कर दो. मतलब पहला क्या है कोएफिशिएंट? 29/4. अब उसके डिनोमिनेटर में मुझे क्या कॉपी करना है? इस डिवाइजर का कोएफिशिएंट, दैट इज 4. सो or in the other term, check out over here, 29/4 is the coefficient of the that dividend. Okay, first term of the dividend. Then we have divided by 4, that is this 4 is from what? Divisor part. Then what to do? Yes, second part is this 4 will be written in the denominator, in the multiplication, correct? As a result, what do we have? We have 29 the whole upon 4 into 4. Yes, and that gives the answer 29 upon 16. That means in the quotient, what are we going to utilize? Yes, this 29 upon 16. But before going to that part, check out the sign of the 29x upon 4 on the board. Yes, it is in negative. So very first give negative sign and then write 29 upon 16 on this, correct, in the quotient part, right? Now the next step, what we have to do, we will multiply 4x minus 1 by 29 upon 16. Again, what to do? Yes, Fountain method. And as a result, what do we get? Your first term will be same, don't worry. Means what? 29 upon 16, when it will be multiplied by 4x, what should be the answer? Yes, that 4x first of all will multiply 29. Okay, so instead of doing multiplication, now you just cancel out that 4 and 16. What do we get? Yes, we get 4 in the denominator, and that x now will multiply with 29, and as a result, what is the answer? 29x upon 4. Then we will multiply this negative 29 upon 16 by negative 1. As both the terms are negative, so my final answer will be positive. And what do we get? Any number multiplied by 1, answer is same number. So we have plus 29 upon 16 as in the answer. After this, these both the terms will be utilized in the subtraction. The moment you carry out the subtraction, we have to change the sign, and the moment you change the sign, to our surprise, our first term, that is negative 29x upon 4 and positive 29x upon 4 will cancel out each other. 0 will be there, and after that, in the second part, what do we have? We have plus 1 and negative 29 upon 16. Again, we are with the fraction and a normal number, and we have to carry out the operation. What to do? Look at the screen. So we have negative 29 upon 16 and then plus 1. Again, a normal number and a fraction. So we have to consider 1 in the denominator. After this, thumb dance. What to do? 1 into 29, 16 into 1, and then 16 into 1 again. Correct? Now think. Minus 29 into 1. What do we get the answer? Minus 29. Plus 1 into 16, we get the answer plus 16, and in the denominator again 16 into 1, answer is 16. Now carry out the operation in the numerator. What do we have in the numerator? Negative 29 plus 16, and do not forget to give the bigger number sign, and that makes minus 13 upon 16 as a final answer for that addition, or you can say that operation. So write that in the answer. So that negative 13 upon 16 will be the remainder, and in short, we are ready with our quotient and the remainder the way you are looking on the screen. I hope you have understood this all stuff. The way I told you, this sum consisted many of the mathematical operations. Do not forget them. See that if you come across with any doubt, do not forget to drop it down in the comment section below. I'll be glad and happy to solve those doubts.